Today is Thursday, Parashat Vayera. In the Parashah of this week, Avraham Avinu and Sarah come to a city called Gerar. The king of Gerar is Avimelech. Avraham tells Sarah, please say that you're my sister and not my wife. Because he was concerned that if people would know that it's his wife, they might kill him to take Sarah. So sure enough, Avimelech takes Sarah to the palace, because after all, she's only the sister of Abraham. And Hashem comes to Avimelech in a dream and tells him, how could you do this? Take a woman who's married? And Avimelech says, I had no idea. She said that she's his sister. Hashem tells him, please return her immediately to Avraham Avinu, which he does. And Avimelech asks Avraham, why didn't you say that she's your wife? And Avraham answers, Ki amarti, because I said, I thought, Rak en el irat Elohim b'makom hazeh, because there is no fear of God in this place. V'aragunu al devar ishti, and then they might kill him because of his wife. And he ties the idea of that place being murderous to the fact that they don't have fear of God in that place. They don't have faith in Hashem and fear from Hashem. And we see that in different societies. When there is no faith in God, when there is no fear of God, then people can justify all sorts of actions, all sorts of aberration of justice, all sorts of actions that are totally opposite to what is the right path. And definitely we've seen that in different societies. The Nazis, Yimach Shemam v'Zichram, were an example. They were against faith and against religion, and they justified the murdering of millions of people. One other interesting aspect in this episode is that what happened to the whole palace, all the people of Avimelech were not able to give birth during the time that Sarah was with Avimelech in the palace. Even though he didn't come close to her, all the paths of the openings were blocked in the bodies of the people of Avimelech. Abraham prays for them to be healed, and immediately after that, the pasuk says that Hashem remembered Adonai pakad et Sarah kavaseh Hashem le Sarah ka'asher diber patar vatelet Sarah le Abraham ben. And right afterwards, Sarah Imenu becomes pregnant with Yitzchak, and then she gives birth to Yitzchak. And from this we learn an interesting principle, that if you pray for someone, that somebody should be healed or get a certain blessing for something that you would need, you would be answered because you prayed for somebody else. And you'd be answered first. In other words, praying for another person is something that is beneficial to the person himself. The same way that Abraham prayed for the people of the palace of Avimelech, that they should be able to give birth because they were blocked during the time that Sarah was in the palace. Hashem answered Abraham and Sarah with the blessing of having themselves a child in Yitzchak. And so these are some of the ideas from the Parashah of this week. Number one, the importance of fear of God and faith in God to have the right values in society. And in general, to pray for others is something that is conducive for the person who gives a blessing to others to be blessed himself. And that's why we say when the Kohanim bless us, Kol hamevarech mitbarech. One who blesses others is blessed himself. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.